Have you ever seen a young celebrity and instantly thought they look exactly like someone from another era? Maybe it's their eyes, the way they carry themselves, or just an unexplainable energy that feels familiar. Hollywood has always had a deep love for nostalgia. Directors and casting agents often tap into this by choosing actors who subtly or strikingly echo the stars of the golden age. Sometimes the resemblance is deliberate, designed to invoke a certain feeling or lineage. Other times, it feels purely accidental, as if history is repeating itself through these modern faces. In this video, we'll explore today's rising stars who could easily pass as the next generation of classic icons, not just in appearance, but in charisma, poise, and presence. Whether it's Millie Bobby Brown channeling Natalie Portman's early brilliance, or Timothée Chalamet evoking the smolder of a young Christian Bale, the similarities are too striking to ignore. These aren't just coincidences. They're reflections of timeless archetypes that continue to capture audiences across generations. Let's dive in. Some celebrity lookalikes go beyond surface similarity. They carry an almost eerie resemblance to legends from decades past. It's not just about a familiar face, it's a shared essence, a mirror across time. Here are 4 duos where the parallels are impossible to ignore. Millie Bobby Brown and Natalie Portman. From the moment Millie Bobby Brown burst onto the scene as Eleven in Stranger Things, fans began to draw comparisons to a young Natalie Portman, especially from her Leon, the Professional era. Both actresses possess sharp bone structure, deep, expressive eyes, and a haunting intensity that defies their age. Like Portman, Millie balances a youthful appearance with an uncanny emotional maturity that makes her performances unforgettable. Jacob Elordi and young Elvis Presley, Elordi's towering frame, chiseled jawline, and effortlessly cool aura are pure Elvis. The resemblance is so strong he was cast as the king himself in Priscilla. But even outside that role, Elordi's brooding charisma and magnetic presence are undeniably reminiscent of Presley's early film and music stardom. It's not just about looks, it's about carrying the room with a gaze and a slow burning confidence. Lily Collins and Audrey Hepburn. When people think of classic Hollywood elegance, Audrey Hepburn is often the first name that comes to mind. Lily Collins seems to channel her effortlessly. Those bold brows, delicate frame, and graceful poise feel plucked from the golden age. Collins's work in projects like Emily in Paris has only amplified the comparisons, especially with her chic style and throwback charm. She's brought retro beauty into the modern spotlight. Jenna Ortega and Winona Ryder. Jenna Ortega has quickly become a Gen Z icon, particularly with her deadpan brilliance in Wednesday. Her dark eyes, gothic flair, and offbeat humor echo a young Winona Ryder in films like Beetlejuice and Heathers. Both exude a kind of alternative charisma that challenges the typical Hollywood mold, making them instantly captivating to watch. Ortega feels like the spiritual successor to Ryder's legacy of roles that blend angst, intelligence, and a dash of rebellion. These duos don't just resemble each other, they reflect how certain types of beauty, talent, and energy continue to resonate across generations. Some stars don't just look like their predecessors, they move like them, act like them, and seem to channel the same electric energy. Whether it's the types of roles they choose or the emotions they evoke, these modern actors echo the legends that came before them in ways that go deeper than appearance. These are the vibe and talent twins, Timothée Chalamet and young Christian Bale. Both Chalamet and Bale embody the intense introspective actor archetype. Chalamet's roles in Call Me By Your Name, Dune, and Bones and All reflect a taste for complexity and artistic depth, just like Bale's early work in Empire of the Sun and Velvet Goldmine. They bring an emotional rawness to the screen with a brooding sensitivity that draws directors of daring, avant-garde cinema. Add in their angular features and transformative abilities, and the resemblance becomes cinematic poetry. Florence Pugh and Kate Winslet strong, grounded, and emotionally fearless. Florence Pugh is often seen as the modern Kate Winslet. Both rose to prominence with layered performances in emotionally charged films, Lady Macbeth and The Reader, respectively, and both aren't afraid to expose vulnerability or tap into intense female experiences. Their British roots shine through in their articulate delivery and classical training, while their choices reflect a desire to break molds, not fit them. Anya Taylor-Joy and Shelley Duvall. Anya Taylor-Joy has carved out a niche in psychological and stylized roles, much like Shelley Duvall in her prime. Think The Queen's Gambit versus The Shining. Both actresses possess a haunting screen presence, amplified by their unique, almost otherworldly beauty. With wide eyes that seem to hold secrets and a quiet, kinetic tension, Taylor-Joy carries Duvall's legacy of emotional fragility paired with steely strength. They captivate by unsettling, not comforting. Sadie Sink and Amy Adams. Early era. Fiery-haired and emotionally instinctive, Sadie Sink evokes the early 2000s version of Amy Adams. Both actresses have a rare ability to feel deeply on screen, bringing complex inner worlds to life with a single look. Sink's breakout in Stranger Things mirrors Adams' rise in dramas like Junebug, where every scene simmers with intensity. Their paths reflect a trajectory fueled not by hype, but by undeniable craft. These pairings remind us that while eras change, some emotional truths and the artists who embody them are timeless. Some stars aren't just lookalikes. They're literal continuations of legacies, born from bloodlines that carry the same essence, energy, and charm that defined their predecessors. Whether it's through genetics, influence, or the stories they choose to tell, these stars remind us that Hollywood's timeless archetypes are constantly being reborn. Maya Hawke and Uma Thurman, a perfect example of legacy. Maya Hawke, daughter of Uma Thurman, mirrors her mother's elegance, vocal cadence, and indie allure. Maya has effortlessly stepped into her own, embodying a modern version of the fierce, free-spirited roles her mother famously portrayed in the 90s. Their parallel paths in indie films make it clear. Sometimes, talent runs through generations, and in Maya's case, it's unmistakably linked to Uma. Saoirse Ronan and young Meryl Streep. Saoirse Ronan, with her nuanced, powerful performances, often draws comparisons to a young Meryl Streep who had a similar ability to portray complex characters with maturity beyond her years. Both actresses have that rare ability to immerse themselves in roles so deeply you forget it's them on screen. Their Oscar-worthy performances are just the beginning, as their careers promise to continue in the tradition of one of Hollywood's greatest, Zendaya and Dorothy Dandridge. When you think of Zendaya, you're reminded of Dorothy Dandridge, a trailblazing icon who broke boundaries in Hollywood with her grace, elegance, and magnetic screen presence. Zendaya, like Dandridge, has an aura that transcends time, blending beauty, power, and charisma in a way that commands attention. As a modern icon, Zendaya is redefining what it means to be a cultural trailblazer, just as Dandridge did in her era. This era of Hollywood seems to be both honoring and recreating its legends through a new generation. Whether through familial ties or sheer talent, these stars aren't just channeling their predecessors, they are picking up the mantle and carving out their own unforgettable marks on the screen. So are these doppelgangers just a coincidence, or do they reflect something deeper within Hollywood's cyclical nature? Whether it's genetics, intentional casting, or the undeniable charisma of these stars, it's fascinating to see how certain iconic qualities, looks, presence, or even energy are passed down through generations. These young stars remind us that some legends are never truly gone. They simply reappear, reshaped by time, but always staying true to their roots. It's like a beautiful homage to Hollywood's golden era, where the essence of those unforgettable icons lives on, whether through physical resemblances or the magnetic energy they bring to the screen. As we continue to watch these new faces rise, it's clear that the influence of the past is never too far behind. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with fellow movie lovers, and subscribe for more fascinating content about the stars, past and present.